Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar. Big Friday on tap in MLB. We got 6 of my favorite plays for you on FanDuel and DraftKings, including a couple spots. I think home runs are going to be coming. Some stacks I am looking at tonight. A starting pitcher I think we'll get a nice ownership discount on. And a beast of the night under 4,000 on both sites. Who are we talking about? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Friday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Kicking off the weekend here with 6 plays for you on FanDuel and DraftKings. Thank you, as always, for stopping by, hanging out in the Fantasy Bar, and checking out the video. Now, before we get into the plays for today, let's take a second. Click that thumbs up button as you come in the door. That's the tip jar here on this free video. Thank you for that. Helps us out tremendously on YouTube, so appreciate your support there. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't miss any of the content. Going to continue to crank out MLB 3 days a week. Tons of other great content as well. And head over to scoresandodds.com/beer for all of your sports betting needs. Tons of great information over there. If you have not yet, that link in the description of the video. Go and peruse. Promise you're going to like what you see over there. Premium picks to make life easy on you, comparing odds across all of the different books with totals, with spreads, with props. Got it all over there. scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, big slate of games here. One weather spot we're going to avoid in Cleveland. Everything else should be good to go. If not, we will make the adjustments in the YouTube comment section. All right, let's start in the outfield here with Julio Rodriguez of Seattle. So Rodriguez, the numbers don't really jump off the page. Batting averages, blah. He's got some home runs, but has put 9 multi-hit games on the board already to open the year. We know this guy, one of the best young talented hitters in all of baseball. Hot start for him this season against left-handed pitching. WOBA over 400. Big ISO at 375 here as well. And Steven Matz off to an awful start against righties to open the year. 434, the weighted OBA allowed so far, and a ton of hard contact. We're talking almost 50% here. So Seattle, great stack here tonight. You guys know I love me some Teoscar Hernandez, Eugenio Suarez. A lot of ways that you can go here with Seattle. Good spot against Matz. Julio Rodriguez to lead us off. All right, let's go to the infield next at second base with GLEYBER Torres of the Yankees. So Torres kind of quiet here of late. That's always a good thing in my opinion. Leads to lower ownership. What have you done for me lately? Not much. A lot of people going to skip over him. So whether he's a solo play for you, part of a skinny stack, or a full-on Yankee stack tonight, I am on board here with the Yanks against the lefty here. 469. Weighted OBA to open the year for Torres against lefties, and he's always done this, so no surprise here. 252 ISO dating back to the start of last season. Kikuchi, always a guy I want to pick on with these power righties, just giving up a ton of hard contact. 373 WOBA, 271 ISO, and as we mentioned, 50% hard contact rate. 2 right-handed hitters. Yankee stack in play. GLEYBER Torres, an option on both sites, under 5K on DraftKings and just 3,200 over on FanDuel. All right, let's go back to the outfield here. Another good home run spot with Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies. So started out hot, 4 home runs early in the year. Haven't seen a whole lot out of him. DraftKings prices remain steady. 6K, if you can't fit it, I understand, but FanDuel definitely one of the better values over there. Just 3,100, huge upside here, as we know, for Schwarber. Now, the numbers this season against righties, they are down with what we've seen, but it's early in the year. The batting average on balls in play down at 235, so we know the numbers are coming. 334, the ISO for Kyle Schwarber against righties since the start of last season. Davis going to throw a lot of sinkers here. Not good against Kyle Schwarber. Hits that pitch extremely well. Both WOBA and ISO in the 450 to 500 range against that pitch. I think Kyle Schwarber gets off the schneid and way too cheap over on FanDuel at just 3,100. All right, let's stay with the Phillies here. But we're going to go to the starting pitcher spot with Aaron Nola. Now, I know there's some more electric options here on this slate at starting pitcher. It'd be too easy to give you a Shohei Ohtani, guys like that. Certainly many ways you can go here. But I love the bats here for Philadelphia. Always a spot where I don't mind tagging my starting pitcher along with those bats. And another slow starter that should keep ownership to a minimum here with a guy like Aaron Nola. Now, the strikeouts we've seen have taken a big dip from last season. It was 29% last year, just a shade over 20% this year. I'm expecting that number to jump up sooner rather than later here. Too good of a pitcher to be just a 20% strikeout guy, and been very good against righties over the course of his career. 6 of the 9 projected starters tonight for Colorado hit from the right side of the plate. 22% or higher strikeout rate for 6 of the 9 hitters here as well. So you add it all up. I know he's been a disappointment, but the prices have come down. You're getting a stud pitcher here at a discount. I think NOLA bounces back in a big way tonight against the Colorado Rockies. All right, back to the infield here at first base. Home run hunting here again with Rowdy TELLEZ. So the Brewers, another team I'm really looking to stack here tonight against Nick Pivetta, specifically Rowdy TELLEZ. Even if you don't use a stack, I think he's certainly in play here. Great power spot here, been very good against righties. Again, another guy with a very low batting average on balls in play at just 257, yet the numbers still very elite, so there's room for these numbers to be even better. ISO over 300, we know that's the name of the game with TELLEZ, a lot of power, even at WOBA, approaching 400 here, so those numbers could be even higher, 400, 500 we're talking here, with that batting average on balls in play getting more to a regular type number, but Pivetta really checks everything that we're looking for. 355 WOBA allowed to lefties, 333 ISO, and our power mix squarely in play here as well. 40% fly ball rate, 40% hard contact rate as well. I think Rowdy TELLEZ sends one to the seats here tonight against Nick Pivetta. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Friday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beasts of the Night contest. Congrats to all of the recent winners. Very easy to play. All you got to do, make sure you click that thumbs up button if you have not already. Head to the comment section and guess fantasy points on DraftKings for my highest scoring hitter. All you got to guess is the number. Don't even need to guess who it is. Super easy here. So get that guess in. Closest guess going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium. Yes, I said free. Chance to check it all out behind the scenes, including the Plate IQ tool we're using every single day here on the video, and Lineup HQ. Chance to build lineups very, very easily with stats, obviously, ownership projections, everything right there in one spot. So let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Friday night. You know, Matt's the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. I promised you a Beast under 4,000 on both sites. We're going to go with third baseman Josh Jung of Texas, tonight's Beast of the Night. Now, to me, one of the brightest young hitters we have in the game. Feels like a very, very nice buy low here with these prices way down. This guy has hits in all games except 3 this season, so been very productive. A lot of power in this bat as well, and been very good against lefties to start his career. ISO over 300, WOBA coming up on 400. This season, WOBA way up at 480 against lefties. So we know he can get it done against lefties. Now, also very good against the fastball. Sears loves that pitch to righties over half the time. That's his primary pitch. We're talking WOBA, ISO over 500 against the fastball for young Sears, 409. ISO allowed 2 righties here, which is an absolutely huge number here. Great power spot for these Rangers, another team I am looking to stack here tonight. Josh Jung, easily my favorite play on the board, and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll wrap us up for our 6 favorite plays here on FanDuel and DraftKings for Friday night in MLB. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that YouTube comment section. You can also follow me on Twitter at Beermakersfan, and don't forget, your guess, highest scoring hitter of the 5 I gave you on DraftKings. Just need those fantasy points, that closest guess. Gonna win that free week of RotoGrinders Premium. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck on tonight's slate. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist